Well, this dream season for Coach Pop and his Manchester United side is fast becoming a nightmare, with two back-to-back losses now, losing their unbeaten season and league records. Now they have a fierce matchup against old rivals Leeds United. Well, it's round 2 of one of the Premiership's biggest matchups back in the late 90s and early 2000s. But Manchester United's match with Leeds has plenty of significance in both sides of the table. Manchester United, for the first time this season, are looking behind them, as they only have a 4-point lead over Spurs after they won their game in hand after Manchester United suffered their first loss of the season. Leeds United, on the other hand, are on the verge of getting into the safe zone after drawing level with Southampton last time out. Robin Koch actually returning from injury has been a big part of the reason why Leeds was so good until he got injured, and then it all went kind of downhill from there. But United here are in a bit of a shaky situation at the moment. Both their unbeaten season and their unbeaten leagues have gone. They also lost the fact that they scored in every single game, and now they're just probably going to scrape through by the skin of their teeth. We need to wonder if it's just a couple of games setback, or are we on the verge of a league collapse? We hope for Popovich's sake that that's not the case. Well, having a look at the Leeds United squad, Liz is in goal with Ayling, Monte, Koch and Dallas. Calvin Phillips is rumoured to be on Gareth Southgate's shortlist for England. Rafina's there as well. Tyler Roberts is up front today, referred to Patrick Bamford, who hasn't even made the team, so I wonder if he got transferred actually. But in any case, if he was sold, it's not really hurting Leeds United that much, because they're on the verge of taking a miraculous escape in the Premier League, and they'll want to build on that with a win over one of the most fiercest rivals that was formed in the Premiership days. And with Manchester United absolutely reeling right now, with 2 consecutive losses on the bounce and losing various other impressive looking stats as well, and probably not being at the races defensively the last 2 or 3 games, probably in the last month or so. Leeds are coming to this match probably as not the favourites, but the team with the most momentum. I definitely would see to be the case. So we are 9 games away from the end of the season, and everything is still all to play for. As Spurs won their game in hand they had over United, so that now means that the gap is now 4. So if Manchester United can't win here, then they'll be in real trouble. As United's form has been absolutely reeling, the morale has been shattered, and now it's just everyone, like we said at the Crystal Palace game, everyone is now really feeling the momentum, and Rodrigo has put it in, and what is going on? That's an early goal to concede then for Manchester United, and it's just a mess at the back again, isn't it? It's an absolute mess. David De Gea makes an initial save, and what is Diajit doing? He goes too far to the left. It's almost like Rodrigo fooled him, and then all Rodrigo had to do from there was put it in after the initial save. And, well, Manchester United absolutely reeling. And Rodrigo has given Leeds the lead in 5 minutes. And, wow, everything that was a certainty a month ago, absolutely forget it. Manchester United are having in real trouble here. And they're already down here by a goal to nil. So there's a look at the table for you. Manchester United have 4 points clear of Spurs. And it could be worse. It really could be getting worse, because Manchester United are just absolutely reeling. Defensively, it's just been so poor again from United. And now they're attacking ways is fizzling out on Marcus Rashford. Well, we said that, and it's been an emphatic volley from Marcus Rashford, and that's their 100th goal this season that they have scored, and that will give his team some confidence, because his team's been lacking in the last couple of games. Another great pass from Dan James, and a bit of the old Manchester United came back there, and finally they have broken. They are back amongst the goals after missing out at Crystal Palace. That was emphatic by Rashford, to be fair. that will and you can see what that means to the Manchester United players after having their confidence knocked and almost battered by the last two results. Manchester United 1, Leeds United 1, and we're about to square one immediately after Leeds scoring. And a bit of the old Manchester United there. Over the top of them. And here's Klitsch, and it's going to be right at the head. And someone is down, and it's Harrison. And he's clutching his leg, and it looks like a bad one. What happened here? I don't think anyone was anywhere near it. It's hugely unfortunate. Well, let's see. Oh, his leg just goes. Oh, that's going to be probably ligament damage. No one was anywhere near him. Well, we hope for Harrison it's not as bad as it looks, but oh dear, you don't want to see that. And now Rafinha again. There's a lot of space. He legit mistimes his tackle. David De Gea makes a save. Manchester United, we learned, were drawn against Ajax in the Champions League. It's going to be a very interesting quarter-final matchup. And their former player Daley Blind, who has made a recovery. Oh my word! It's a nice goal. And who's that? It's Nane. And we were about to say Daley Blind has made a miraculous recovery from collapsing. I think it was last season. He's had an operation to put a machine like a pacemaker for him, and he's been playing well for Ajax ever since. So he'll be coming up against his former club, and man, Daley Blind was such a big vice versa really. Coach Popovich was such a big fan of Daley Blind and vice versa, but Pop felt that he couldn't really give Blind the game time he deserved with everything that was going on, and it looked like an inspired decision, didn't it? You know, when they signed Bruno Fernandes and Donny van der Beek in particular, found roles for Mata and Matic. So really, it was the right thing to do, as much as reluctant as Popovich was to sell Daley Blind. Tackled by Rashford. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there was a sign of life in Manchester United when Leeds had took an early lead through Rodrigo, and Marcus Rashford emphatically made it 1-1. But once again, the defenders let them down, and Manchester United are behind again. Leeds, if they win here, then their escape could be on. Manchester United 1, Leeds United 2. The next fixture for Manchester United will be Aston Villa. Merz YT13 will be in the opposite gantry, commentary over his team, and he'll be really hoping that the result stays like this and continues to shatter the morale of this Manchester United side. As we said, after the Wolves defeat that Manchester United suffered, everyone in the Premier League does now know that this team can be beaten, and Crystal Palace were able to do it, and Leeds are doing it right now. Klitsch, oh, he's put it in. It's a great goal from Klitsch. Did his shit there. And what is going on? Leeds United are on for a miraculous win here, which will be a huge boost to their survival hopes. And now, de legit, not the greatest of touches to be fair. And Klitsch, well, all he had to do was put it, well, that's a lot of people to put it in through, to be fair. That's a very good goal. But de legit's touch was not great. And Matthias Klitsch with his 5th goal of the league this season. Manchester United 1, Leeds United 3. Next for Leeds in their fight for survival is an absolutely pivotal game against Southampton, because it is Southampton that are directly ahead of them on goal difference. They're winning today, Leeds United, and if they were to continue that magnificent run, beating Southampton would take them out of the bottom 3 for good. And don't forget, Leeds at one point were the bottom club who'd not even reached double points or double figures in points by about 10 games in. Greenwood's gone down. This could be a free kick. And Morante looks like he might go into the book. There's a bit of a scuffle going on. The referee is calling him over. He's going to book it. There's a late challenge on Greenwood. Takes out by his legs. Aaron Hemwood and Mason Greenwood are making way for Donny van der Beek and now Sonny Plea. It's not often an Aaron Hemwood gets substituted. This really is Popovich's squad, to be fair. It's called the squad he wanted. For some reason, it's just not working at the moment. Donny van der Beek, it's a very good header, to be fair. And lifeline, perhaps. He should be picking up the ball. And what a thunderous header by Donny van der Beek that is. And finally, Manchester United showing signs of life. Donny van der Beek, that's a good header, to be fair. Donny van der Beek, I believe, came from Ajax as well, so the keeper probably should do better. Donny van der Beek only his 3rd goal in the league this season. And Manchester United 2, Leeds United 3. Small lifeline for United, perhaps. Well taken by Luke Shaw, to be fair. Now Rashford. And here's Marcus Rashford, he's gone down. And is that Llorente, who was booked earlier? And yes, it was. He's off. Diego Llorente is off. Right at the end of the game. I think that's our first sending off of the season. Llorente was very silly. Should not be doing that. Is it going to change the game enough? Marcus Rashford stepping over this one. He might as well take the shot. Oh, saved by the keeper. What a save. And what a strike by Rashford. He's getting good at it, isn't he, Marcus Rashford? Look at this ball. Oh. Good save by the keeper. Is that a match-winning save? That was absolutely stunning. There was a huge line there drawn by the referee. Fernandes with the corner. And Van der Beek! Oh, it's 3-all! Who is it? Managed to legit! Has scored! Injury time equaliser! Oh my! Signs of life in Manchester United yet. What a corner by Fernandes. And Llorente's sending off will be a turning point. Matis de Ligt with too much space. Bang. What a header. Matis de Ligt. They may not have been great defensively, but they definitely do look better with him in the team. And he can even get goals through his effort as well. Injury time equaliser for United. There is life in this team yet. It might not be enough to win the game, but it'll be a vital point and it'll be a good confidence boost because Manchester United need it at the moment. Credit Leeds United for the fight they put up, but Llorente should not be sent off and given that free kick away. He knows Rashford can hit them, and he forced the corner, which then was taken by Fernandes and headed in by Manchester United, and now Nene there is offside. And that'll probably be the end of the game. We were all talking about how it's gone horribly wrong for United, and well, they still haven't won, but at least they're back amongst the goals today, and at least they're going to get a point from this match, and that is it. And it's still a bit of a bitter run for United, but it will give them some confidence. Gregg Popovich, I don't think his team ever looked like winning this match. Leeds were slightly better, but the sending off of the Porte changed everything. Marcus Rashford's free kick was saved by the keeper, and that man headed in the equaliser from a Bruno Fernandes corner. Quite the game here today, and it could be still vital for both teams to get at least a point from this. Manchester United 3, Leeds United 3. It's been a thriller here today. Okay, so we're going to go back 10 days and give you some scores that we didn't cover last time out. Manchester City beat Newcastle United by 1-0. Arsenal beat West Brom by 2-0. Spurs won vitally by 1-0 against West Ham. That was the game in hand we spoke of earlier. And Liverpool absolutely thumped Southampton by 5-0. And then in the concurrent match today, Liverpool played again. And I think this was following the international break, of course. And then beat Arsenal by 2-1, which means the title race has changed completely. There is now 4 points between Manchester United and Liverpool. And look at that goals for ratio, 102 goals for Manchester United, and they might still not win the title even with that. Liverpool just 4 points behind now, the champions on a late surge to try and catch back up and take their lead back that they lost earlier, and retain the Premier League title, of course. Spurs not far behind either, just a further point. It's a 3-horse race between Manchester United, Liverpool and Spurs. Leicester City do have a chance with 8 games left, but they would need to win almost every single one. And it's the same case for Manchester City, Chelsea and Arsenal as well. Arsenal probably are pretty much out of it as they're 20 points off third place and a further 5 off the lead. Wolves 8th, Newcastle 9th, Burnley 10th. Everton, West Ham, Aston Villa, Fulham, Brighton, West Brom and Leeds United, their point has actually taken them out of the relegation zone by a point thanks to Southampton getting thumped by Liverpool earlier. Leeds' point at Old Trafford gives them a point out of the relegation zone for the first time this season since the beginning of it, and Southampton now are in a bit of a fierce scrap. And West Brom could even drop into it as well. They're not far behind. Brighton as well. Palace, like we said, even relegation could go down to the final day at the moment because it's very close-knit. It wasn't like that a few weeks ago, that's for sure. That's changed completely, as has the title race. Everything is still on and still all to play for, despite the romp by Manchester United earlier and the almost dire situation at Leeds at one point. And Sheffield United for that matter, and all of a sudden now everything is changed on its head.